All right, Missy Gator basketball coming up here as the Gators have 5 straight at home beginning tonight as they take on Florence. Glad you can join us. The pregame show here from Vicksburg High School, the first of 5 straight home games. We're talking with Troy Stewart, the head coach of the Missy Gators. I looked up Troy Stewart and this Missy Gator team. I look at the record and 3-11. Oh, that's so painful.
It's rough, but we are persevering and we're optimistic. We're staying with it, and we're going to turn it around at some point.
What has been what has been the struggles? I know we talked before we went on. You've had veteran teams every year, and that's how you made deep runs.
Correct.
Not so much the case this
year. Well, what's happening now is we're in a rebuild mode, but we're still talented. The key for us now, like what you had really asked me was, what's the issue? We're turning the ball over too much.
Yeah.
Young mistakes.
Yeah.
We're not finishing in the correct parts of the floor. We're making more jump shots than we're making layups, and that's real strange for a basketball game. So when we start making those things happen, it'll be different.
Is this your youngest team that you've had? We talked about how young you are. You go from a veteran presence with all the scoring to a young team, basically a young team from 1 through 5. Is this the youngest team you've had?
I would say they're the youngest team cumulatively. But when I got here, one of the main reasons I showed back up here was because I saw that 8th grade group, and they had about 7 girls in that group, but they had anchors as upperclassmen that they could sit on. They didn't have to walk in and be the lady.
Yeah.
What's happening now is I'm asking my young girls to be the cogs, the standstills. My seniors, they're just my scorers. They're the ones that are supposed to be putting the ball in the hole, and they think the game better than my young girls right now. That's my job, to teach them how to think the game. A lot of the things we're doing, making those mistakes, because we don't think it, and we've never been in that situation before.
We'll talk about some of the veteran players that you're kind of leaning on that, with this 5-game homestand, that you hope they kind of step up.
Jada Irwin, senior this year. She averaged about 10 last year, 8, 9, 10 points. Did a really good job. She's a good defender, smart basketball player, doesn't do anything to hurt you. We've got Jordan Grace. Jordan Grace was the scorer last year, the third scorer I had. She was the lady that would take the pressure off my big two. Another one, plays out of position, short, but she's playing a post player for me. She plays with her brain, uses her body really well. She positions herself well on the floor, but she's going to make the open shot. And we've got Saudia Stewart. No relation. She's my not, I don't want to call her a bully, but she's physical. Yeah. She doesn't mind using her body to push you.
So when you talk about Grace, she's averaging 9 points a game. This kind of what you expected from her in terms of scoring?
That 9 points is deceiving, because she's had 2 15-point nights, 2 16-point nights, but then she's had nights where she hasn't scored but 2 or 3.
Yeah.
What I'm attempting to do now is I'm looking to use my personnel depending on their personnel.
Yeah.
If they're a vast man team, they play a man-to-man a lot, that's not Grace's night. If they're going to play me zone, it's Grace's night every time, because she can always get her shot off. When they're playing us man, I'm going with the smaller, faster ladies, which are the young girls, and that's where the mistakes come.
Is it safe to say that if Grace is on, your team has success? You talk about the up and down where she's
absolutely true. Grace has been on 3 or 4 games. We've fared decent. Irwin has been on 2 or 3 games, and we fared decent. We only had 1 game where both of them put it together at the same time, and we had the largest scoring output we had. So that's what I'm looking for now.
So as far as your youngsters, is the message is starting to get across, because it's the buy-in. I always use the word buy-in, and it's hard for youngsters to buy in. Are they starting to buy in? Does it look like they're starting to buy in?
I don't ever think they had any other question in their head. They were bought in when they moved up. Majority of them I played at the end of last season as 8th graders, so they were bought in during the summer. What's happening now is I think that we're giving them so much information to process in practice that it's more or less I'm thinking too much on the floor.
Yeah.
I've got to get to where it's reaction.
Yeah.
When it becomes a reaction, I think we'll be in good shape. Matter of fact, I know they have the talent to do it. It's just a lot of thinking right now. I don't want to make a mistake, or I don't want to do this, or just like you going out reacting, play the game. If we do it enough in practice, it shows. It'll come to.
Well, that brings up an interesting question. What do you see when a player is reacting on the floor, and what do you see when a player is thinking?
Oh, that's simple. Your body motion. When I'm thinking, I tend to be herky-jerky or I hesitate before I make a play. When I'm just reacting, the body's a fluid motion. Offense and defense. I know where I want to be on defense. I know what I want to do on offense. I know when I want to make a move to the basket. I know when I want to take this shot. It becomes something fluid.
Yeah.
I'm not thinking about, should I make a pass? Everything comes naturally once you stop thinking.
Yeah, and in the flow of the game, it's just basketball's a fluid game, and you could tell when players are reacting in terms of having to stop, and you could just see the eyes light up when they're thinking about it as compared to reacting.
And what happens with me is I also have another tell. When you start looking over at me to see if I'm going to look at you funny, that lets me know right away that you're thinking.
Yeah.
There's never been such thing as a perfect game. Thing is, you play the best you can at all the time you can, as long as you're on the floor.
Yeah.
I never have a problem with it.
Yeah.
Never will, never going to start. Just give me all you got, 100%. When you make a mistake, I may pull you, I may let you work through it.
Yeah.
That's for me to decide. And what happens is, those younger girls, it's better for me to let them decide.
Yeah.
And I let them play hard as they can. So we're gonna have some games that are gonna be rough, but in all honesty, I know we're getting better each day. I'm in practice.
Yeah.
We're getting better every game.
Well, what is the bright spot offensively, defensively? Which one is more ahead of the other at this point?
Defense is fully ahead.
Yeah.
That's a great question, because what happens with me and what I've been preaching to the girls is we're literally outplaying everybody on defense. We're outworking them. We're hustling just as hard or harder. The results aren't there on the offense. I've tried to tweak some of the offenses so we could get optimum shots, but what's happening is we're turning the ball over too much. It's just way too many turnovers. If we had enough shots, we'd still be in every game.
Yeah.
Free throws are hurting us too. We're going to get there. It's going to be all right.
Are you panicky about this? Is this an unusual situation?
It's a very unusual situation, but I'm not panicking at all. What happens is this is one of those situations that let you know whether this is what you're meant to do or not. What I mean by that is I think I'm having more fun now than when that pressure's on you to absolutely, you've got to be able to go and get a win.
Yeah.
I'm actually in practice teaching.
Yeah.
It's a process now. That's the fun part for a coach.
Yeah.
I had all that talent and everybody was really good, but they don't need you till the last 2 minutes of the game. So as long as they're doing well, you're just sitting over there enjoying yourself.
Yeah.
They don't need you till the
You stand up with your hands in your pocket when you
just
have.
Go get them, ladies. That's it. Go get them. Yeah, that's right.
So it's more this year. It's more teaching than coaching. When
And
you
it's-
had the players, it's more coaching than teaching.
Correct. It's way more fun now.
Yeah.
My staff and myself, it's literally a great day of practice because it's not as fast as it used to be in practice. But we get to stop and pinpoint this, and we should do this, and in this situation, that's when coaching is fun.
Yeah.
So to me, not as much pressure,
Yeah.
even though you're losing more games.
Yeah.
I just can't wait for the flip side.
Yeah.
Because this group is going to be extremely successful. Maybe toward the end of the school year,
Yeah.
from the end of the season, or maybe the beginning of the next season, they're going to be extremely successful. They're talented.
Well, of course, I do college games as well, and you hear the phrase, it's a marathon and not a sprint. Is it the same philosophy in high school?
I think it's more of that philosophy. And what I mean by that is, in college, their marathon is can their system be installed and run the same way every year to year to year to year.
Yeah.
Plus, we get a set of keys for 3 or 4 years. Mine has to happen within that 3 to 4 years, or I have to change what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Offensively, we literally have to go from one thing to the next depending on our personnel. That's what the marathon part is.
Yeah.
I got to make sure that when I see them as 8th graders, I can work what we need to work so that by the time they're 12th grade, we are successful.
Yeah.
That's the marathon.
So typically the players that you have on this team at the end, how many years have they been in your system? At least 4 in high school and maybe another couple, maybe 6 years?
The average player is 4 for sure. I like getting them. I go watch them in 6th grade. Why? I see them at their prospective junior highs. But 7th grade is when my program begins with Coach Stewart.
Yeah.
We work on defensive installs at that point. They're normally with me 4 to 5.
Okay.
I pick you to stay that long. We've had some move out,
Yeah.
some move in.
Yeah.
For the most part, we keep them for about 6.
So it's fun to see the maturation of those kids from the 7th grade and then their seniors, see just their growth and development.
Absolutely. I'm going to tell you the biggest jump you see. I don't know why this is, but the largest jump you see in talent and gameplay is from 10th to 11th. I don't know why that is. I haven't pinpointed. But normally you would think it'd be from 8th to 9th.
Yeah.
The biggest jump is from 10th to 11th. It's almost like they now feel I'm in command of what I'm doing, and their game changes.
Well, I would say from 11 to 12 because final ride, really pushing hard to get to that finish line, play for a state title. I would say 11 to 12.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah.
What happens is by the time you're 11th grade, you know if you're a stud or not.
Yeah.
So if I'm a stud, the game's not going to change a lot until I get to college.
Yeah.
I'm content, I'm prepared. 10th to 11th grade, when I'm going from 7 to 10 minutes a game to 20, 22,
Yeah.
you see a big difference in that play. I see a big difference in it.
Well, as you're in a 5-game homestand, as you mentioned, starting tonight with Florence. So what can you say about Florence and what can we expect in this game here tonight?
Watching them play, I went and watched them twice. Well coached, extremely fast. The unit is fast. They press. They play extremely good defense. They're disciplined in their routes and their spots. On our end, we're going to go at you with all the defense we've got, try to limit our turnovers, and see where it falls, because I believe if we limit our turnovers, we'll be in a much better shape toward the end of the game. Their offensive sets, Florence's offensive sets, are ball motion and body motion. They do a lot of movement off the ball. Size-wise, we're about a match. I think we're gonna give you we're gonna give the fans what they come to see. We're gonna fight every ounce. And I believe there's a possibility we can get this done if we limit those.
So being at home, 5 straight at home, how important is that in the rhythm and routine of things when you don't have to get on the bus and travel? You got these home games. How important is that, the extra time, just to continue the preparation?
It's harder. Sounds crazy, but it's harder. When we're on the road by 2:30, 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
We don't even have a chance to breathe after school. So you get done with your last class, we're on the bus, we're gone. I've got control of the situation when you walk in the gym, and it's fine. Here, you don't play till 5 or 6 o'clock. We got to keep them busy from 2:30 to 6. We're going to walk through normally, then they're going to want to go find something to eat, and it's a lot harder to keep everything in order.
Yeah.
During the days that we're home. Preparation on off days is better because I know I don't have to ride.
Yeah.
So like tomorrow, I know we're getting ready for Friday and I don't have to go anywhere.
Yeah.
That helps.
Okay.
But, the actual tediousness day to day, road trips are better for coaches than home.
As they say,
For me.
Yeah, as they say, you learn something new every day. I mean, so it's kind of, you just think one thing, but it's not quite that simple.
Yeah, the routine is extremely simple on a away game.
Yeah.
Get out of class, pack your bag, get you something to eat, load the bus, let's go play.
Yeah.
Here, when you're staying at home, it's more or less get out of class, walk through, get you something to eat. You've got an hour and 15 minutes to play with, and then you come back and play at 5 o'clock. It's hard to do, keep the girls in a routine.
Well, I'm going to use a football analogy, Coach. Gators football season really got off to a good start in district with a victory over Florence here. that jump started the
I was
season. And you were there. Maybe the same kind of result. Maybe a
I'm
victory,
praying for
a victory over
I'm
Florence
praying
will jumpstart things.
I'm praying for it. That'd be an outstanding thing. I do know the coach and I have shared paths.
Yeah.
I was at McLaurin, and so was she.
Yeah.
I know she's doing a very good job with that unit. I'm praying that I am. So I'm gonna see what her chips fall.
Coach, we appreciate it.
Thank you so much, and I thank you for having me too.
We'll take this time out here. Right back as the tip-off is coming up. Just a moment.